Hi folks, how are you doing? This is Sjsrana, Surinderjit Rana reporting for oneworldpress.wordpress.com. Editor-in-chief for last 14 years. I've been constantly reporting to you for a lot of humanity-related events, social events, and the major upheavals which Earth is going to face for hashtag MAY 2025 END. As you can take a look at the sun, we can see sun is flaring up a lot of CMEs. It's been quite active. I predicted this in my last video, YouTube video. You can see and check that sun will become very active now for 2025. Already I predicted for the end times. So we're gonna see cannibalism of the CMEs, which are going to direct it towards the earth. So a lot of these events will take place. You have to be prepared, proactive. You have to be gearing up with your gears, with your things, how you're going to make this survival, because if it hits, everybody is knowing, the scientific community is aware of that, the governments are aware, but they are trying to hide or conceal this because they don't want to make a panic. They have to run through elections, they have to run through their daily government chores and whatnot, and running the agendas. So this is something you got to be careful of. So folks, a lot of things we're going to discuss. As you can see, California was hit by 7 mag earthquake. While I was making this video just about 2-3 hours before, I was preparing for it, and then about the time when I was about to prepare my video and do these things, the California was hit by earthquake 7, so which is mag 7. So a lot of things are going around the globe. I will cover this in this short video. We're going to cover how the India corruption, Adani corruption is taking up shape, and Manipur ethnic violence cleansing, how the Russia-Ukraine war is going, and we'll also take a look at the Hamas, Israel, Hezbollah, Iran, what all, there is a peace deal and ceasefire deal, whatever is going on, and also we're going to take a brief look at the other important issues. So first, I'm going to throw in for about 2-3 minutes short personal disclaimer, because this is very important. As I can tell you, I've been telling you, I've been making these videos and serving the humanity for last 14 years. I've been editor-in-chief for oneworldpress.wordpress.com. Also now it's oneworldpress.org. As you have all the details here, I'm sending these emails to my subscribers, all those people for last 14 years, from sjsrana@yahoo.com, and also at surender.ocp@gmail.com, sjsrana@gmail.com, sjsrana@oneworldpress.org. I've been sending these emails. All my media guild is aware of that, all the media guild. And basically this is all there so that this humanity can get up to speed and what is ahead. Also, I want to run the personal disclaimer here, because a lot of imposters, thugs, scammers of India around my neighborhood, always wherever I go, they will be always mushrooming around my neighborhood, because a lot of favors that comes to me as a generous favor from the international community. A lot of people, they try to do it, but these are all taken up by the thugs. I've never taken anything, folks. That's the personal disclaimer. Which is, it takes nothing to join the crowd, but it takes everything to stand alone. So in this current day and age, where we are finding people are getting engrossed in a lot of different indulgence, it's very hard to find people who can stay constant and who can stay right on the path of morality, ethics, and humanity. Before we delve into further topics, there's going to be a personal disclaimer from my side, which is going to run for about you can say a few minutes. And this is very important because there are a lot of misconception, there are a lot of seeded deception, deceit, where I am residing here in India. A lot of people are around, a lot of people spreading misinformation, deception, deceit, and trying to tarnish the image of people who are trying to follow the right path in India. Especially, it's very hard over here. Site has been maintained for very long. Racist, fascist, imposters, trespassing morons, which are spreading lies, misinformation about me. So I keep repeating this part that I've never taken anything. Sjsrana has never taken anything from India. Racist, fascist, rapist, impersonators, thugs, delivery agents. Many of them are trespassing morons also. They trespass anywhere, and they're also siding with the devils of India. So all these things which are there are going to them. Topics which I'm covering, I'm always posting on my oneworldpress.org site. You can see in front of your screen that I am sharing that snapshot. that this is on the site where I'm sharing all these articles. So you can always take a look. You can go back past 14 years. Yep, I've been reporting chief editor in chief for this site for last 14 years, folks. And I've been basically doing is it's like keeping journal, a logbook of the planet Earth. So I'm maintaining that sort of logbook. So people wonder why I have to report, why I'm doing all this. It is to serve the humanity, to give them the light where they are headed and where they are facing the devils and the spiritual devil war ongoing. So last 14 years there is a spiritual war now going on, and that spiritual war has ended. And though it will continue in the background, but now it's taken the world war front. So that's what I want to tell you. This revelation I have revealed it 14 years ago also, lot many times. Now I'm revealing the spiritual war has almost ended. Spiritual war will continue in the background now. In the foreground now you will see the world war as I predicted in October 2019 under the hashtag MAY 2020 WW3. Yeah, you can check back on Google, on archives, wherever you'll find these articles were there and still there on my oneworldpress.org site. However, since the World War III has begun, as I predicted in 2020, WW3 will begin in the month of May. As you can see, there were pathogens, lot of calamities were ongoing, and the pathogens, COVID-19, whatnot, were killing people. A lot of fatalities were reported across the globe. So the fatalities are there as a lesson to teach to the humanity, to the world, that better stay on the right track. Don't follow the wrong track, or else everything will fall in the gorge. So the right track is the track of truth, truthfulness, truthful living, and be on the side of the goodness, compassionate grounds and on a good ground. So as you can see on the personal disclaimer, as of now, December 5th at about 2024 time, this is the year. I've already indicated many times that personal disclaimer has been that I've never taken anything from these racist, fascist, or any other delivery agents from India. Wherever I'm residing, there are a lot of thugs around me, a lot of imposters that grab. There's an association, complete beggars, racist, fascist, thugs, scammers association. It's a complete association having at least 100 prime members and maybe 10,000 to 100,000 other members which are ready to grab. They're like beggars, beggars which want to bag everything, grab everything, and they're racist, fascist beggars. Many of them also rapists. So, folks, cut short to the chase. What we have to cover here, it's there on my WordPress, wordpress.com site. You can see I'm covering this latest agenda, this latest discovery, or you can say we are trying to come here with the sort of exposing the devil's deeds every time. So India deep state agenda and India massive thugs, scammers are everywhere propping up, and they are taking up sort of lot of aim, or the thugs are taking the aim at the Western nations. So as you can see, for last maybe 2 decades, constant India Thugs Scammers Association have been targeting the US. Especially the US, they've been targeting every time, and the US is not able to cope up with them. And if they are seeing this association of India primed on preying upon the US citizens and scamming them with iris scam, iris scam or the phone scam, robocalls and whatnot, they have been tugging. So the US is losing every day 100k US dollars. Yeah, every day 100k US dollars to the India scammers, thugs, impersonators, whatnot, robocallers, scammers. So this is a big deal, folks. I mean, you calculate this, multiply with 365 days. It's like a tsunami. It's like an earthquake which is shaking every day in the US. And if US is sleeping, I don't know what else can be done to awaken them. But I can assure you, folks, let Trump presidency come, let Trump take the position come January 2025. I think a lot of new things will come up, lot of curtailment, lot of basically ramping up the efforts to catch up, nab these India thugs, impersonators, scammers will be there, and a lot of illegal immigrants from all the world which are trespassing into US will be deported. So let Trump come and we'll see a lot of things, because right now the India Scammers Thug Association is daily scamming the Western world, especially the US leadership. They're scamming day and night. That's their duty. And it's like an earthquake, tsunami. If you can't see them, I mean, what else Mother Nature call is going to wake you up? I don't know what. 100K US dollar daily, folks. That's a big number. Multiply with 365, which is for a year. So it is 365K. So multiply with 365 with 100K, you get 365 That's a big number for a year, folks. That's what India thug scammers are daily and yearly gaining from the US by impersonating, by scamming, by plundering, by making false deceptive statements, lying, belligerent liars. So I want to tell you that, folks, India is the only nation that is targeting the US relentlessly for past 2 decades. So this tsunami warning has been issued, and the California has been hitting with this 7 Waker earthquake. I can tell you it's about near time that there'll be a major shakeup. So I'll tell you date and time. You have to stay tuned to my channel. Don't follow India thugs impersonators around my neighborhood. There's a complete association which is running this cartel of sabotaging my identity, and they're trying to sabotage, and they have been plundering, and they have been doing a lot of notorious things behind the scenes, which you are aware, the leadership is aware. So they won't tell you what time the earthquake is going to strike at the US or what time it's going to strike at what not. They have no idea. All they know is how to grab things around in the neighborhood. Lot of thugs impersonators in 2023 2024 year constantly around my neighborhood, folks. So good thing about that, we are getting exposed, we are getting these devils exposed, and we are trying to come up with the new forum where we are going to have a lot of new challenges which will be seen in 2025, because this year is going to end with a lot of mysterious and lot of disasters, tragic events taking place all over the earth on 2024. My prediction was hashtag MAY 2024, which was released in 2023, and we have seen lot of those things. Militia rule organization, metaphor raping organization. We have exposed specifically around my neighborhood. I've been already exposing for last 7-8 years, but specifically more so in last 2 years, from 2023 2024. Constant videos, constant upload of my articles, just to make you aware that be aware of imposters, thugs, and a lot of these people are gaining ground from India. And also, I want to warn you about the deepfake. The new thing, the new technology with deepfake. It's very easy to prop up and to crop up the images of the scammer thugs and with the other people, or on the other wrong information videos can be passed. So be aware of deepfake, and a lot of deepfakes are being made from India. Scammers and thugs, they are also using the phone spoofing technology, which we are aware for last 2 decades, using the IRS scam. You can Google search IRS scam and you'll understand how India thugs, impersonators, robocallers, or IRS scammers were using phone spoofing technology. So now we are delving into other topic, which is basically I'm trying to get detail here what is going around. So as you can see, a lot of these topics are being covered. I'm only trying to make you aware that the DDCOM technology of sex trafficking, ever since DDCOM exposed what was going on in the DDCOM's real estate property, no one knew. So past 2 decades, from 1992 onwards, specifically, DDCOMs has been running this sex trafficking and whatnot in his real estate or property. All the staffs which were close to him were trained for that. It's like a scam thug center, where they're going to do luring up the females, girls, and then whatnot, using all the sex trafficking technology. That same technology has been used by India also. I tell you, around my neighborhood, I see all those for 2023 year 2023 2024 till about a month and a half ago. It was very prevalent, and these were scamming from the Western nations. Females were getting delivered, or they were getting thugged or scammed by the imposters of India. It's an association, scammers association, so they have been doing these mischievous activities. So I'm gonna have you look at run this video clip of mine, which is from my residence, which is here, as you are aware, Galaxy Urban Village, Villa 77, which I have been uh, tagged it. I have made it as oneworldpress.org official home, official office, which is I'm serving for last 14 years, editor-in-chief for oneworldpress.wordpress.com. So this is my residence. I'm giving you a peep sneak in view, and the time is about, well, I was about out for about an hour in my car. I had to do some work, so I was busy on my phone and my car setup, which was I'll show you in this view graph, and it was for December 5th at about you can say 11 p.m. on December 5th, 2024. California time or the LA time will be at about 1 p.m. and we can have EST time about 11:30 a.m. So about that time, which is November 5th, so I was basically trying to do a lot of things which I had to cover up, but I had to take recourse from my meditation, which I'm basically busy the whole day, as you're aware. I get very little time to see around or to get connected with the outside world. Also, I've been telling you this personal disclaimer, that around my neighborhood I don't talk to strangers at all, because I've given you in my last video, never talk to strangers around your neighborhood, because you never know what racist faces, devil's mindset they may possess, or they may be running some scheme around, or you can say a metaphor more on games. A lot of things are popular in India, and if around your neighborhood you find your temporary visitors or temporary residents who are just adjacent or just next block to you, you never know what their intentions are. As I've seen in my last 10 years experience while I was in India, since I moved to India in 2010 from North America, I have witnessed a lot of strange phenomena and people behavior which is towards like eccentric, nepotism, and a lot of behavior which is very weird. You can say it seems like metaphor games are running all around. So recently, which I've been disclosing all around for last 2 years, that 2023, 2024, while I'm around my residence over here, as you can see over here in the view graph, that I've been very, very careful, because a lot of metaphor morons, gimmickry tricks, grabbing, hijacking of things I can sense and see around. A lot of devil association, or you can say beggars association. Yeah, it's a complete association with at least 50-40 people prime, and they're the other people. I don't know if how much of real estate property people are involved, because it's always it's always with their permission and with their involvement. It never happens other than that. So I have been alerting you all along that I've seen a lot of these things. So I don't participate. I have never participated. I've never interacted with any of the strangers or taken anything, bounties, money, cash, lottery, visa, international visa, house, property, car, cash, vehicle. I've never taken it, because I have sensed them. They already are devils, and they are already serving the beggars association around me, which is a lot of people have moved away, which I come to know, but they were here for grabbing and begging and stealing, hijacking everything. It was a complete association, and I don't interact with them, folks. There are a lot of other reasons I'll tell you as more we delve into the other topics. But as you can see over here, I am in my car. I was there for almost about 1 hour, so which is about you can say the Eastern time at about 1 p.m. to about 3:30 p.m. So almost spending some time in my car and outside, so that there were some important things I had to complete in my car, which is configuration. I had some problem with my car recently. It was a complete breakdown. I don't know what happened. The electronics of the car was completely jarred, was completely had a breakdown. I had no idea what happened. So after that, reset was there, and I've yet to do a lot of completions, because I have a lot of setup in my car. I have my CCTV cameras inside my car also, because in India you have to be very careful. You don't know what people could be racism, fascism, racist faces, rapists, devil association, could be doing any damage, could be doing anything onto you. So you are to be very careful in India. Because you have to be, if you're ethnic minority just like me, I'm an ethnic minority in India. I'm a Sikh, from the Sikh religion, follower of Guru Nanak. As I can tell you, I also love all the religions. I have a lot of faith and lot of respect, regard for all other religions. I follow readings, and I do a lot of understanding of what they were saying, from Jesus Christ to Moses to Muhammad. For the Quran they have released, or Bible. I've do a lot of these studies, because religion studies are very good. I've done a lot of studies on Buddhism, also on Hinduism, Sanatan Dharma, what they call. See, because all of them, if you look at their basic core crux, they were teaching the ethics and the moral, how to live a life. It's like a manual for your life. So whenever you have to do something, you get a new car, you get a new device, you read the manual first, whether it's in an electronic form or it's in paperback form, you try to read the manual to operate that device. So human is a device. The human device is the most epitome of device, and if you don't know the manual, if you can't get the manual or grab the manual around and read from it, you have no idea what's going through your body, or what you're supposed to do, and how you're supposed to use your body. Because those people who have very high experience, who have a very high level of understanding of the cosmos and the connecting of nature, cosmos, and the human body, they gave us the scriptures and they gave us instructions. It's like a manual. So all these, if you look at the Bible, reading the Bible, if you look at the reading the Quran Sharif, if you look at reading the other texts from Moses, tabernacles and all those, they are manual for human life, living and how to use the device, the human device. And I don't know, there are other alien lives all around. I don't want to divulge much, but if they're alien lives, they know much about how to operate their alien bodies and their alien culture. We are lagging far behind as human species over here. I don't know, but as far as I can see, people are following other trends which are delineating from the main path. So folks, a lot of things which are there in the pictures are there. Very advanced technologies also discussed, specifically if you look at the ancient texts of Sanatma or the Hindu Dharma. They have a lot of good texts in Vedas, and they were very ancient. They have Vimana Shastra. If you can look at it, people have researched on it. Even Hitler came to India. Hitler came to get these precious documents, a lot of documents, for ancient technologies which were seen. So a lot of buzz is going on the ETs and ancient alien technologies and alien visitations or UFO sightings. People have been saying all around. I will not divulge much what they're going. I'm gathering all the information. I'm listening to everyone, and I'm just trying to see what's going around. But I won't divulge now unless the time has arrived to see what is there and what's going around. Because a lot of spiritual sense when you get about the things you don't want to divulge immediately, because there are a lot of imposters, thugs, scammers. They can murder you. So one thing which I've seen all around is I want to alert humanity, and specifically those people who have been trying to be very graceful, have been trying to do favors to me all around the world, that these favors which you have been running for almost, I think, for 7-8 years past, which I have come to know from a spiritual sense, even though I've never participated, I've never taken, and recently past 2 years it has been basically accelerated, and a lot of deliveries have been done as goodies, as vehicles, cars, bounties, whatnot, cash, money, everything, international visa. But as you're aware, I've never taken, Surinderjit Singh Rana, as Sjsrana has never taken a thing, because these were all delivered by devils, mostly the devils. I'm saying mostly, 98% of the time by the India devils, and the devils always favors the devils. The racist, fascist, rapist devil association of India, they'll always favor them. They are working for them. No matter how much of money you provide them, they are always working for India racist, fascist devils association. And most of them rapist also. They grab females around the neighborhood. They are rapist. Their mindset is pervert. So I want to tell you, these people have grabbed everything and they have made an association, and I am not part of the association. I was never. I have never been informed. I don't come to know what is going around my neighborhood. Even the people who are in the office around here, they don't inform me what's going on. They want to befool the world community, so they are doing their part, as I can understand, I can sense apparently. I have not confronted them on that, but I know what is going around. I'm not a kid, but the things which I know, I don't want to participate, because if you are siding with, if you're seen with devils or devil association, you will be also called devil. So if you are with thugs, sitting with thugs, with scammers of India, with racist, fascist, rapist association of India, you'll be also called that, because these people will hide the information, they will obscure the information, and because they want to grab. They think these things are coming for them only. I'm laughing on them because they just arrived after me, maybe about 8-9 months before, after me, after I arrived here, and I've been seeing this for last 7 years, folks. You are aware, the world community is aware. They have been doing these favors to me for last 7 years, from 2015 onwards, 16 onwards. They have been doing all these favors. But these all favors, wherever I'm residing, the thugs, the association, which is the scammers and the thug association, impersonators, have been grabbing all these things. I've never taken a single penny, never taken a single thing. All these things were basically used by India Devil Association. So I want to tell you that, and this is not a new thing for me. But people over here think that, oh, they have done something great around my neighborhood. That they have done something great. That they are getting all these bounties. They have no idea. It has been there for me for the last 7 8 years, and with my arrival, things have come here. But these people are so thankless. I tell you, they are so thankless, eccentric people, selfish people that they keep boasting themselves up and they trying to obscure other people, other personalities. I don't want to go and talk to them, because if they are beggars or people around are acting like beggars, I don't want to be associated with the beggars. They have tendency to beg, to steal, to hijack other things. They have the tendency. It's known to the world. The world community is aware. People who have been doing these favors to me for last 7 years, they're aware what has been going around. These people have just come like mushroom. They are mushrooming around my neighborhood. These thugs, imposters, beggars association have been mushrooming around, and a lot of people have gone, a lot of people have come, new people faces come and show up and go. So these drama, these I call monkey business. The monkey business around my neighborhood has been going on, and the monkeys are very happy with it, grabbing, stealing, hijacking everything. And okay, one more thing about here which I'm residing, since I'm talking about my neighborhood, about my vicinity where I reside. As you're aware, it's Galaxy Urban Village in Kalwara, Jaipur. So you can see this view graph which I'm trying to basically share with you short term, that how things happen here. The basically the fluctuations in electricity is it's basically humongous, and these have been basically damaging my devices. But I put some counters measures to them so that they don't damage my devices. But you can see electricity in India is provided as 220 volts, okay, everywhere in India, and we are following the British system. So because India was a colony of Britishers, they were ruled by British for almost 200 years. UK, now known as UK, they are also using 220 volt supply of the electricity, 50 hertz. So folks, what you're looking here is the amount of electricity fluctuations which I'm finding here. It's tremendous. It's like daily I'm witnessing them, and I'm seeing like how come they are providing at least 18 to 25% surge of electricity every time. So you can see over here it's crossing way above 257 58 volts. Yep, normally it's 220 volts, so it's supplying almost erratically all every time of the day about 257 volts, which is about 25-22% higher than what is supposed to be supplied to the household. So this is a residence, and it's not commercial unit, it's a residence. I have a residence for oneworldpress.org, as you are aware. So I'm very shocked with the things which are happening here, and it's been happening for a long time. I've done a lot of complaining to them. I don't know what it takes for them to resolve these issues, but I'm just telling you a glimpse. I've done my protection countermeasures, but this has been a lot of damaging my lot of devices, and I already at one time raised this complaint big time that you are basically providing something which is damaging the devices at my residence. But anyways, that tussle has been there pending for a long time, and other things which are there. And at one time, I've told them that should I even pay you electricity bill? Why I'm supposed to pay when my devices are getting damaged just because it's erratic power supply which has been given by them. So over here I'm owning this residence. So this is what I want to give you a glimpse that how erratic electricity is there. It's not seen anywhere else, but specifically at my residence vicinity, and the things which are being supplied here. So initially there were a lot of things when I bought the house. It was a brand new house, but a lot of pending items were there. So it's been pending for almost 2 years now. They never tried to do the repairs or do the complete finish up of the job of the new house which I purchased here, a villa. So I've already raised a complaint to them that you have been pending this for almost 2 years. So with all these given facts, why one you need to have some counterbalance. So you have to stop the electricity bill, so that they are under the pressure that they have to do the complete repairs, fix up in the house, and then they repair this erratic supply of electricity. If they don't do this, a person is supposed to have some countermeasure on them so that they feel pressured that yes, they have to deliver this first and then ask for the electricity payment. And also it was exaggerated. I was very shocked. Just sharing glimpse. I don't know whether it was electricity surge or the erratic behaviors of the electricity which you can see on the view graph. Was it because of that? But it was exaggerated. It was at least sevenfold, eightfold exaggerated. Why? Because I'm always having a solar plant. I'm using solar cells for right from the day one when I'm here in this residence. I've been using solar installation. I basically want to cut the carbon emission. So I've been using solar from day one, and you can Google search on. So, folks, these are some of my latest articles on oneworldpress.wordpress.com, and this is a recent exposure I've given. I've exposed the India school system. A lot of schools in India, we are finding that they are running the sex cartel, the sex traffic industry. They are basically picking up girls and delivering that information to the sex trafficking agencies of India. India has, you will be surprised and shocked, India has $100 billion sex trafficking industry, folks. You will be surprised. The total value of the sex trafficking industry of the whole world is $265 billion US dollars. India is having around $100 billion sex trafficking industry. You will be surprised and shocked. And this is all done in cash payment. They're not using Paytm, or they're not using credit card or their bank check. They're not using banker's check, or they're not paying through banks. All this sex trafficking of females is being done by basically cash. And India has $100 billion industry. They will not admit, it is huge amount of females, people are being human trafficked. So the last estimated human trafficking number was almost somewhere around 68 to around 99 million human trafficking in India, sex trafficking included in it. So 99 million people are being sex trafficked, folks, in India. So you can multiply the number by at least average number. Let's put it about $20 a day. Multiply that number with 699 million, and you will do the math, and you will come to know what kind of revenue GDP India is generating doing the sex traffic. So when you multiply $20 with 99 millions India, which is having human trafficking issues, 99 million people are under human trafficking at any given time. So you multiply $20 a day, and you multiply, so it's a $100 billion industry, US dollar. And out of that, $40 billion is the school sex trafficking secretly. Yep, secretly school sex trafficking industry of India is at least estimated by me around 40 billion US dollars. Yep, that should be a shocker to you. And I'll put this video to an end, because this alone is going to be very hard for you to digest. So first digest this, and we'll talk rest things about later, because I keep exposing the things which are hidden beneath the surface. I don't talk the nonsense which other people do, imposters, thugs around my neighborhood, and they're grabbing with false information and being imposters. I am under constant 24/7 surveillance by them, folks, by the deep state agenda of India. That's why they are tracking everything, and I don't participate in any of your metaphor, moron, tricks, monkey business around my neighborhood. That's the reason I don't participate in monkey business around my neighborhood, because deep state agenda is doing 24/7 surveillance on me for last 10 years, ever since I returned back from US to India. You will be amazed, and they have the tendency to grab everything, to do this deep state on people. There's no privacy rule in India, even though Supreme Court has made some big significant improvement in privacy, claiming that the privacy must not be violated of every citizen. But India deep state doesn't care. They will surveillance you anytime, non-judicial surveillance, and that's a crime. It's the biggest crime India is committing every day, the deep state of India. So, okay, folks, we'll take a leave here. I'll join you next session. So a lot of information has been shared this time, and you can continue from my last post on One World Pressed, or also on the Sjsrana at Sjsrana at the YouTube channel, and you can take the glimpse. I'll leave you with my private moments with my cats. I have 3 cats, and recently one cat had delivered kittens, but unfortunately, because this was first time for the cats, they were premature. So unfortunately, as you can see, this was a premature kitten which was delivered by one of my cat, and it was premature and it did not survive a day. So that was the very tragic end. And the other kittens, two more I had, which basically also were stillborn. They were dead, they were stillborn.